Hey world, it is Cree 21 Boom, and I am coming to you impromptu as usual. One day I will make a schedule and actually stick to it, but today I just needed somebody to talk to, somebody to vent to other than myself. And I have my guest today, Regina.
Hey.
Yay! You didn't mind coming on with me to go live. And we are going to talk about today people you need to stay away from. We're going to talk a little bit about users, abusers, um, just people in general that rub you the wrong way and have that bad energy about them. We're going to share some stories, some personal stories, some insight. If y'all have any questions, comments, gripes, complaints, people that use and abuse you that you want to talk about, y'all going to hit me in there. We're going to be watching for the comments and posting them, and we're going to talk about it. So let's get right into it. Miss Regina, go ahead and introduce your beautiful self.
Yes, like she said, my name is Regina Dunlap. I am from Austin, Texas. I am now in the Killeen area, retired here as a Army vet, major retired. And I'm just here enjoying life, love networking with people like you and all the different people in the Killeen Tri-City area. And so, yeah, I'm just a social butterfly.
And we love social butterflies here on Cree 21 Boom. Okay. So let's just jump right into it. Now, I also want to talk about females feeling intimidated by other females and vice
Mm.
versa. So we'll talk about that first. Have you ever felt intimidated by females or a female? Have you ever walked into a room of females or been in a situation at work or because somebody exuded some type of energy, you felt, I guess, less than or somehow like, ooh, let me stay away from her?
So, what I typically do is like as I stated before, I am a social butterfly. So wherever I go, I am pretty much I love energy and I give like energy. Um, I did experience one particular female a few years ago where anytime I saw her, she just never smiled. I'll speak, she'll, give a half, half high or whatever, and just never really entertained me. Then later on, a couple of events or so, we were at a event where we had mutual friends, and we all were, we were having a good time. And so she was like, hey, you're pretty cool after all. And she said, first, when I met you, I didn't like you. And I was like, okay, about that. Why? She said, I don't know. You were just too happy. Ain't nobody that damn happy. And so I was like, I don't know what to do about that one. And that's just what you see is what you get. So again, um, I give like energy. I love and enjoy people. So and I expect the same, but you don't get that. Typically, as African American females, I um, I experienced that we can walk in a room and where there's a African American female, and then there's another female of another race, and they will walk over to that other race before they walk over and talk to like race. I don't know why this is. And typically, you'd think that we would gravitate towards each other, but two females, for some reason, they don't always, speak or try to be greet each other with kindness. Not sure why.
I absolutely understand. Well, I'm not gonna say understand, but I have experienced that. I've experienced it so much in my life. I don't even understand it. When I first met you, I'd like to talk about that. I think we met at a mutual friend's house, a mutual party, and you were fly as usual, as you always are. And I remember talking to you and complimenting you, and then we played spades, and your energy was just like, ah, and then my energy is like, ah, and then we just kind of clicked, and it's like, I love her energy, and so I'm an
Yeah.
energy person, and if you are bringing good energy, I tend to gravitate towards you and want to be a part of your life because if I see a person that's happy, I want some of that, and I'm
That part right there.
both our
Mm,
happiness, hey, we gonna make everybody around us happy. Like that's partly why
exactly.
I started the podcast because it's like we need to figure out what's wrong with us and try to fix us, or shall I
Mm,
say heal us, because the damage has been done over the years for centuries, and we are still like lost and confused and hurt people, hurt
hurt
people.
people.
So
I
go ahead.
oh sorry. I tell you what I have been doing. Normally, when I see an African American female, for the most part, who is pretty much standoffish, um, I would walk over to and force them to speak. You don't have to tell me to get out your face because I'm going to come and speak to you, and I hold a conversation just to see where where your energy is at. But for me to walk in a room and not speak, first of all, that's just rude for the most part. But you have a lot of females that will walk into a room, won't speak to anyone, and go in a corner. So, yeah, we just have to force them to, hey, comply.
I'm not doing that. If the energy is negative, I tend to stay far away from it. The recent party we went to, the cowboy situation, it was actually seems like a pretty good crowd of people. I did get
Hmm.
some stares and some looks that made me feel a little uncomfortable, and I just turned the other cheek, and I just continue to have a good time as I usually know how to do. So that's an interesting concept to actually go and force somebody to speak to you.
You'd be
What
amazed how many
well,
people they just it's I don't know if they're trying to feel you out or you're trying to feel each other out, but one side get them to talk, and then you'll find that they're good people. It's just that people are they're guarded
mm,
because you don't know what people have gone through, the relationships that they dealt with in the past, so they tend to be guarded. And with me, I'm gonna make you speak. You can talk about me. Like, I don't give a darn, no way. People gonna talk, but at the end of the day, I always tell people, if you find somebody that says that they don't like me, Regina, ask them why. They could never tell you why or give you a valid answer.
uh,
Um, Again,
I had
because
an
I'm.
encounter with a female before, and she didn't like my sister for whatever reason. And I think my sister used to date her baby daddy, but that was way before her. But she really did not
Mhm.
like my sister, and then I guess it just extended down to me. And I asked her, I said, "What is it? Like, what did we do something to you? Like, what is?" And she told me that's just life. And I said, "So it's just life that you making a choice to not like me for no reason, and we are part of the same organization? It just don't make sense. Like I'm all for trying to make things better. If I have to see you, I have
Mhm.
to be around you, I have to interact with you to make our group, because it was a bike club, our group better. Well, not a group, a lifestyle. So she was just like, life is just not fair. You just gonna have to deal with me not liking you. I said, oh, so you're making a conscious choice to not
To
like
not.
me. You have no valid reason. I said, yeah, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. And I walked away.
Mhm.
But it's sad that people don't even take the opportunity to get to know you. They make a judgment based off of basically what they see. For a long time,
Mhm.
people who didn't know me and my sisters will say we were like sedity, uppity, that type of thing. And then they got to know us and they like, man, y'all like really down to earth people. Duh. You have to give people an opportunity to show you who they are. Like you just judge
Mhm.
cover or what you think or your experience with what a certain person look like or however they carry themselves or whatever, and you just make a judgment call, and it's really not fair. But that girl told me, well, life is not fair. That's what she said.
Mhm.
And I just was like, okay,
Wow.
that's a you problem, not a Cree problem. So I just literally walked away from that. Have you
Yeah.
ever dealt with like somebody intentionally just like hating on you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, a few years back, I used to hang with this one female. We went everywhere together. To me, I thought the woman had a beautiful personality. You would never think, you would have never thought that she did what she did. So, we had ran into a mutual friend. Well, I wouldn't say it was mutual for her. It was a one particular guy that we saw at a local bar, and the guy had came up to me, and we greet each other, hey, this, that, and the other, and I introduced her to him, and I was like, this is my friend, and they introduced and shook hands, and he went on to tell her that, hey, I've been chasing this girl for 10 years. She won't give me no play and this, that, and the other. Woo, woo, woo. And and I was like, dude, I'm married, you married. What we gonna do? No, I don't entertain that. So anyway, they at some point, I don't know when, they exchanged numbers, and from that point, she began to act funny. And mind you, I'm with this female all the time, and she had went and told a mutual friend. I guess she got upset because we were hanging together, and they were friends because she introduced me to that friend,
Mm-hmm.
and then she began, I guess, I don't know, jealous, whatever people call it. I don't know.
Yes.
I couldn't explain. So she went and asked that guy because we were going everywhere together. Are you, fucking Regina? And he was like, why would you say that? And she was like, because, I guess we're together all the time. Well, we're all together. But when you couldn't go, me and that guy, we would still go. So I guess she felt the need to tell him. She made up. When I tell you, she made up a whole bunch of lies, saying, "Oh, hey, she she's doing this guy. She's doing this guy." Now, mind you, I'm with her 24/7. So if I'm with this girl, 9 times out of 10, people gonna believe. Well, she know her better than anybody. So never once, y'all. I mean, I'm married. Didn't none of it happened, but the guy told her I've been chasing her, and she wanted to date the guy. So I don't know if she felt offended or what, but
So he
she
was
went on.
chasing you for 10 years.
She had been chasing me for 10 years. I don't pay
And
him no
they had each
mind.
other number outside of you.
And again, I didn't care because she got his number because she had an issue that he was supposed to assist her with.
Mm.
So with that, they started, I guess, went into had their side relationship, and I came out the bad person for whatever. I don't understand how it all turned to that, but I think she got offended because two guys that she was interested in knew me, liked me as a person, and I guess she wasn't feeling it.
And
So
that is one of the things that we need to like really talk about amongst us because for whatever reason we go into competition mode. You know what I mean?
no need
Uh,
to.
I know that there's more women than men in the world, but it's still enough for everybody to go around.
Mhm.
In my opinion. And it seems like in your particular situation is that those people that liked you and liked your character, she wanted to somehow tarnish that your character.
That part.
She somehow wanted to put a negativity
Hmm.
attached to your character because probably what they were saying, like whatever reasons they were interested in you and liked you. And instead of her just don't deal with these people. They like my friend, so let me go move around. She somehow thought that by tarnishing your character, that would make her look better. But let me tell y'all some ladies, when y'all do that, you really only make yourself look bad. Period. Point blank. If y'all ever experience something like this, put it in the comments. Let's hear about it. Let's talk about it because I think we've all have experienced something like this. Now, I wouldn't speak negative on nobody to get no man. It's really not that serious.
Lost a good friend, just
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. And we go into competition mode, and literally the man could be playing both sides, especially if somebody married and they telling you they've been chasing a married woman for 10 years. This not even a
Hmm.
guy you should even be interested in. Like that alone would tell me I don't want to have nothing to do with this guy. Like, why are you even chasing a married woman?
Hmm.
McKnight says both men saw the same negative thing in the other woman.
And the guy is the one who came back and told me. He asked me, "Is that your friend? You guys are really friends?" I said, "Yeah, why?" He said, "Hey, you might want to, check that because this is what, I'm not trying to be messy, but this is what was stated." And it really hurt my soul because when I tell you I've bent over backwards for this lady, I would have never, you couldn't have told me in a million years that she did that. But unfortunately, when people they're jealous of whatever their reasons are, it can be a bad situation. They can go and say things about you that would never leave a person's mind. You don't know how it would affect that person, their views of you. And
Mhm.
thankfully, the guy was very close to me and said, "Hey, I'm a friend, and this is what's going on because I can't
So,
see how somebody could say they're your friend and they're doing this."
because most
And
of the time they don't tell you. They
yep,
don't. And then a lot of times they believe it and then they share the information. And then
yep,
when it gets around, it'll be told 10 different stories
10
about
different
you.
people.
And you trying to figure
Hmm.
out where the hell did this come from? So I had an
Hmm.
experience last Tuesday at Taco Tuesday. Young lady, beautiful young lady, like man, I'm telling you. And she was like literally like walking around with me, pretty much talking to me the whole time, just like, oh, you need to settle down, you need to let that man love you. And I'm like, where's this coming from? Like, who said I'm not letting, my guy love me? Like, what are you talking about? And then she's like, girl, you got it all. Like, I just want one man. And I'm like, what is going on with you? I'm like, I can't. She's like, pick a couple of men. I can't make this up. She was like, pick a couple of men in here you think would be a good mate or a good fit for me. I said, I can't pick that. I don't even know you that well enough to pick that. But I did pick out a couple of guys that I know that wasn't regulars that I know don't stay in women's faces. So that much I could
Hmm.
pick out. And so the guys I picked out, she was like, ooh, wasn't interested in them. And then the guy she did pick out was a married guy. She was like, "What about him?" I said, "He's married." But is he married? I said, "Okay,
Oh, no.
I'm done with you." I said, "You know what? You're gonna do what you want to do." And she was like, "No, no, I need your help." So, and my friend that was with me was saying that you're not gonna get no man over here in Crete ear. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to agree with him. I can't help
Hmm.
you. I'm not a matchmaker. I said, you're gonna have to figure that thing out for yourself. But
Hmm.
it just amazes me how she thought by being attached to me, she could possibly pick up a man. Like, make it make sense. Like, and I'm like, girl, if you want or interested in somebody, you're gonna have to make a move. Because sometimes these men, they don't know what your status is either. So at least put yourself in a space to let them know you either interested, some eye contact or
Hmm.
something. I'm just like, I can't do it for you. You're gonna have to do it yourself. And she's like, so I'm supposed to go over there and talk to him?
Hmm.
If you want to talk to him, you might need to go over there and talk to him.
Well, you'll find a lot of people will hang around you because of who you know. If you know a lot of men, females, or whatever, or whatever your status is, you'll see that a lot of people cling to you because of that, not out of pure, genuine friendship, but because of what they can get out of your friendship. And I've dealt with that. Um, Hence why I've been in more so of a how to a loner, because people hurt you. You think that a lot of people will be there for you, and they're there, and sometimes they're not. But it can be hurtful when you find out that you know the otherwise. So I don't know.
Falah McKnight said, men love confidence. That's
Hmm.
actually one of the things I told her, and I said, "Your behavior." I think my friend told her too. Like he was like, "Your behavior right now is, you acting like you're a little intimidated, and like you need Cree to help you get a man, and I can't help you get a man. Like
Hmm.
I'm not it." Now let me ask you this: can you think of a time when you admired another female? What was different that you admired?
Oh, matter of fact, such as yourself, your energy. Again, when you spoke of that earlier, when I met you, didn't know you from Adam or Eve, and you were not standoffish because again, me and your partner knew each other, and we greeted each other, and he introduced me to you, and you were no, no, no. You came in the door and you introduced yourself because you were like, "Hey," and so your energy immediately was just contagious. So, and I admire that when other women can get into a room, don't have to know each other, but just have fun and love on each other, compliment each other. Because again, I stated you're a beautiful young lady, no homo, none of that stuff. But it's the fact that you can compliment each other
No
and
homo.
be, why you laughing at me? And so I love it. I was like, that
I ain't never
I
heard
can
a
do,
female say that to me.
as they
Oh my
say.
God, that is too funny. I'm just gonna let that one slide though. I'm trying to let it slide anyway.
No.
She said that, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all now because I be messing with Regina. I be flirting with Regina. I ain't gonna lie. It might be a little homo, okay? But I just be flirting with her. I don't want nothing from you, friend. Let me just go ahead and say that. I just be having a good time, and I know I
No,
be flirting and just
I
making
know
my
that.
comments. But what we're talking about is real though. Like if you come in the room, let me tell you that same party, them ladies at that table. They were just
Mm-hmm.
so standoffish. Their face was like, "Don't say nothing to me. I ain't gonna say nothing to you." Let me tell you what I did. I went in there. I greeted all of them. I introduced myself to all of them. I said, "You know what? Let's take a shot. Just because we all black women and we all beautiful." Got them all shot glasses poured. They drink a choice. I did all this. And this ain't
Mm-hmm.
even my house. I wasn't no hostess or nothing. I did all that. I just wanted them to relax and feel comfortable because it's like when another beautiful queen walk in the door, it's like, who is that?
Mm-hmm.
What she?
Yep.
I
And
said,
you see how
I
they
don't like that
loosened
energy.
up.
I
Yeah.
don't like it. So my first thing is to try to change that energy. Let them know, hey, I come in peace, and I want to leave in
See,
peace.
but you
Not in,
remember you said you don't want to do that. That's forced. That's what I'm talking about the forced energy. You come in and you determine the energy of the room. I'm not
right,
gonna let their
right.
energy take me
Right.
on.
And because I won't stay. Like when I was
Yep.
saying, like, if it's negative, I'll leave. But because I was invited and I really wanted to stay and I came with my friend and I had already invited some other friends to come, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to liven this up a little bit. When I tell you after we took that first shot together and we talked, we introduced, it was a real party. It was no more
Hmm.
standoffish. And I think that's when you came in there, had them sexy ass boots on. And I was like, hey, I need those
I
boots.
cannot.
I said I'm gonna need those. But yeah, it was a good time after that. I'm telling you, it was the best time. So I try to think about a time was admired. I kind of like whenever I go around a bunch of women, especially black women, I try to at least compliment a few of them. And this, ladies, I'm giving y'all this little
Mhm.
tidbit. So whenever you get in a situation and you might feel a little intimidated by women, um, instead of being intimidated, just try to admire something about the person, admire the
Mhm.
differences about each other. Because I know it's a lot of women and myself, I'm guilty. Like we deal with insecurities. That's a natural, normal thing to deal with insecurities. But how to like get out of that standoffish mode or just mean mugging some boy, I'm telling you, I was getting mean mugged at that party. So I was like,
Mhm.
and I'm just a smiling and slapping my fan and having a good time. And then I just noticed because the energy, like, it's like, whoa, whoa. And I just turn around, I smile, and they don't smile back. I just turn the other way and smile again. Like, you're not gonna take my smile. I'm just
Mhm.
gonna tell you that right now. So women, don't allow other women or men, whoever, to take your good energy, your smile. And I
Mhm.
get why a person would want to be in somebody's presence that has high energy, always smiling, carry that confidence wherever they go, like yourself. So I do understand why old girl was like kind of clinging to me. But I'm gonna tell you this, like, I can't help you get no man, right? I struggle keeping one myself. You know what I mean? I go through the same stuff y'all go through, because she telling me how beautiful I am and how this. None of that stuff matter. You can't keep a man that don't want to be kept. The end. That's the
Mhm.
story it is right there. If Holly Berry get cheated on, all these beautiful women that got it going on get cheated on. I ain't nothing. I'm gonna get cheated on too, and I have been
Hmm.
cheated on, and I just
Facts.
bounce back. I don't let it steal my joy. Yes, I do. I let it steal my joy for a little bit, but then I bounce back, and then I'm back to my old happy self. So it's life. So I need can you give women like a few things that they can do? I could think of a couple to help build their confidence. Go to the gym. I'm gonna say that first. Go to
Hmm.
the gym. If you don't like it, do something about it. Eat better, eat healthier.
Hmm.
Work on having self-confidence, things that you lack in, work on becoming strong in those things. Uh, compliment, this is huge. Compliment other women when you're around them.
Hmm.
Instead of feeling intimidated, look at the differences and just like talk about it. Have a
Hmm.
conversation. Don't just judge somebody based off of how they look and think, oh, I don't want to talk to her, she this or that. And there's always going to be somebody prettier. There's always going to be
Hmm.
somebody in better shape. There's always going to be somebody who make more money, drive a better car. It's all those type of people are going to always exist. You don't have
Hmm.
to be envious and complain or gripe or be negative. You can find the differences and find a common ground and just
Hmm.
enjoy that. Like we really need to do better. There's a whole man code out here, but we don't have a girl code. Why are we going behind each other
Hmm.
and making each other look bad because we want the man? And it just
Hmm.
irritates my
That's
spirit,
right.
girl. Go, you give these women some advice. Women, if y'all
I
dealing with this
say
type of stuff, go ahead, come in the comments and talk to us.
daily affirmations do it for me. You got to tell yourself daily that you love you because you can't love nobody else until you love yourself. Once you're
Absolutely.
good with yourself, then you're good regardless of where you go. I had this saying back in the day when you deal with these people who um, call themselves standoffish or don't like you when you walk into a room. I used to say all the time, don't dislike me, just get like me. So if you see something that female has that's not nice looking, don't be afraid to walk up to her and say, hey, that's a nice dress. That's a nice purse. Where'd you get it? Or do you mind if tell me where you get it for the most part? Because some people don't like to share. Your
Hmm.
hair is nice. Your makeup is beautiful. Compliment another female. Make it a point every day to compliment another African American beautiful queen. Because at the end of the day, it make yourself feel good. And you may learn something from that other female as well.
Hmm. We need a girl code.
Girl code is just beautiful women stick together.
Or stop hating
Love
on
on
each
each
other.
other.
Like
Don't hate on each other.
if you
Yes.
don't have nothing nice to say about a woman, don't say nothing
Don't say
negative.
nothing at all. Don't say nothing at all. Keep that negative energy to yourself. And if you have a problem with somebody, you need to go to that person. If you have an out with somebody, go to that person and figure out what's going on. Don't go assume. Go to them and say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. You know, tell me about it. What's going on? And then they may explain why they have a negative energy. I've done that a couple of times. Done it a couple of times. And then you got to be careful when people tell you that you can tell them about themselves because that's not always true as well. Because I dealt with that too. You got to be careful how you tell people that they're doing some fucked up shit. You don't have to be tacky. You don't have to be ugly. Just let them know, hey, I think you're doing some fucked up shit, and I don't think it's right. So how can we fix this? You don't have to
Anthony
be
Davis said, Regina, I agree with you, but I don't know what he agreeing with you with. I don't know. I don't know what he. And Renee said, thank you for having this conversation. I love it when you said, don't let anyone take your smile.
Don't.
Joy.
Yeah. He
What
said,
is
girl code already exists. Tell us about it.
Yeah,
What
because
have
I
you
don't
heard the
know it
gold
because
card
these
is?
women out here still hating on top of hating.
Hmm.
And it's like they don't care about going behind your back because they want what you
Mm-mm.
have and they'll stab you, throw dirt on your name. It's
Yep.
just ridiculous out here. Like these men been sticking together for ages, but women it's like automatically going competition mode. Let's see, I'm gonna see
Yep. They
who
really
better.
do. And they
I want
really
to be better
quick
than
to pillow talk.
them. Ooh,
They really quick to pillow talk. They'll lay down what they do, tell about everything those females that they're hanging with is doing, and expect them dude allow them to hang around with them. Ladies, stop it. You when you do things like that, the same negative talk that you put on that female, your dude is probably gonna think the same about you because again, they say birds that flock together. Hey, birds of the same feather, they flock together. Yeah. So just be careful what you share, because everything don't need to be shared. If that woman is sharing something with you, or you guys are experiencing a certain act that that female is doing, it stays where it's at. If you don't like it, you let that person know you don't like it. But the world don't have to know that you don't like it.
Do you think that society encourages women to see each other as competition rather than allies?
Want to say that again?
Do you think that society encourages women to see each other as competition?
Oh yeah, look at the different the TV shows, the House of what's it, Atlanta, House of Wives or whatever. I mean, the world is centered around confusion, division, everything we do now. All the TV shows, there are no more family shows. The Jeffersons and all that
Where
stuff is
are they? They are gone
gone.
completely.
So everything now is sleeping with somebody's man or killing somebody, and so again, yes, society is shaping our world, our nation.
Do you ever feel like you have to compete with other women?
Oh,
Why?
never
Why
that.
not?
Oh, no. Because I'm good with myself. As I stated before, even now, I can get up in the morning. I don't care what's going on in my life or what I look like. I tell myself, hey, you that bitch. Hey, nobody make or break you. I don't need to go out here and compete for anything. A lot of people say, why are you single? Because I desire to be single. I'm not desperate for a man.
Ooh, girl, I
I,
got a
you know,
story
I
to share on
sit
that
back,
one.
I sit back and if I'm gonna be in a relationship, it's gonna be somebody who's gonna love on me. I don't have to go steal somebody's husband or sleep with somebody's boyfriend or whatever have. No. I want a man that desires to be with me for who I am and not out here eyeballing every Tom, Dick, and Tracy. So, again, I wake up in pure confidence. You know, I don't need to be out here trying to find a man because I need some money and I'm gonna do some strange things for some change. No, I'm good. I'm good with myself. Every day I woke up and say, "Hey,
Things for
girl."
change.
Hmm.
I love that. Oh, have you had any past experiences where another woman made you feel small or unworthy?
Yeah. I sure have. And that was one of the situations I was telling you where you tell people when they're doing some fucked up shit and they make it as though that, you either heard or seen something different. This one female that we're still friends to this day, but we were hanging. I just noticed that anytime we get around people, she would always just find something negative to say about me. A guy asked something about me, it'll be something smart. She'll make a comment, and I'm like, "What is going on here?" And one particular time we went out of town, and somebody asked her. It was a room of us, and they asked, "Who's all with you guys?" So she named, every person in the room except for myself.
Mm,
And so I asked her, I said, who is that? Oh, just a friend. I said, because I know you named everybody in the room except for me, and this is not the first time that you've done that. And so she stated there was no issues, but we ended up we were playing where it all ended. We were playing cards, and the whole game she was making like this. She's a cheater. She's a this, that, and the other. Just totally just demoralizing me the whole game. So I was like, you know what? I'm done. I see where this is going. So I told her, when you can treat me, like a friend, then, hey, I can deal with you. So until then, um, I'm done. So years later, about 4 or 5 years later, we end up reuniting, and it was during the when I went down for the catatonic state. I got sick and I had to learn how to walk all over again. So um, she ended up coming back, and apologizing for what transpired.
Well, it's so weird how people come back years later. Like it's crazy.
Mhm.
Falon said, "Hey, single. Hey, single lady."
Hey.
He also said drama sells. That's true. That's why all them fight shows become so popular.
Yep.
And Anthony said the both of you are an example of women with girl codes. Well, that's two women in a world with billions of women. We kind of all need to
Yes.
we all need to have like common ground, uh, a common ground where we come together and stop hating on one another. I honestly believe there's literally
Yes,
somebody for
indeed.
everybody. And I think sometimes, and I know as a woman that we as women
Got this.
make men look good. So if we're with a particular guy, we automatically make him look better and stand out. And now other women like, ooh, he must got it going on if she's with him. And sometimes vice versa. I suppose it can happen the other way around. But I know for a fact if a man coming out with
Sorry about the lights, you
a
guys.
nice looking fine woman, the people looking like, okay, he must got it going on. And instead of the woman, you know what I mean, like congratulating her, they already looking and thinking about how they can get a piece of what she got or mess it up because misery love company. Like I've experienced
Yes,
women
indeed.
sleeping around with somebody I dealt with and I found out later on. But it's like, what about you that you're okay with going behind another woman that you call associate or a friend? Like what does that say about you?
Hmm.
Like um and me personally, if I know that a friend of mine or an associate of mine was with that guy in a relationship with that guy, I'm not doing it. I'm staying away from him. Period. I don't give a damn what
Hmm.
whoever he is. I don't care. I'm not dealing with that. So but I know that in situations that, in that case, some women don't mind going behind or having a whole side affair with that same man. And
Yep.
I'm like, let's just all be honest and hell, we might can make something happen. But that sneaking and that lying and that going behind my back and smiling in my face and hugging me and then stabbing me in my back, that type of stuff will get you beat up
Hmm.
and killed. Beat up and
There
killed.
you go.
So I don't want it. I wish I can get women to close their legs, period. But I ain't closing mine, so it's probably not gonna happen.
Oh my God, girl.
What is it about these women, like these certain women, that you think make them feel so intimidated? Do you have an idea?
I think it's failed relationships, families that did not, that was lacking love, where it was one female said that, she always see me and my siblings. Anytime we see each other, we greet each other with a hug. We leave, we greet each other with a hug. And she admired that. And she said she never experienced that coming up as a kid. She was never hugged and kissed by her mom. She grew up with her mom. And even to this day, she said, me and my mom don't hug or even say the words, I love you. And I think
Sheesh.
that's very important in life that we show love to our children, to ourselves, to our friends. Um, I think that's big because we don't know how to affect other people, um, and so yeah, the lack of
Yeah,
love.
most of the time, I think it is something that's lacking in their life, or they believe they're lacking, and they see it in the other person, pretty much like you said.
Hmm.
And they want it. Like, I
Hmm.
don't mind sharing my energy. Like, I don't mind sharing my energy, but you're not going to
Hmm.
beat me. Like, it's just not going to happen. I think we were all specially, uniquely made. It's something about you that's
Yeah.
probably great, and there's something about me that's probably great. You have to tap into your own greatness,
Uh-oh.
ladies. Your own greatness. I think some people like just like being around you
Sorry.
because of your energy. And I'm telling you, man,
Hmm.
without like really knowing like who you will hang around and stuff like that. Sometimes I see you and I see you hanging with certain people and I just shake my head. I just shake my head because I'm not there. I should be there with all that energy. I'm just saying. You need to invite me. I'm just saying. I really admire you and your energy. But on another note,
Thank you.
we're gonna talk about users and abusers. And I'm telling y'all, this was really on my mind and my spirit today. I had an experience, and because of the person so close to me, I'm probably not going to share it. However, um, I'm staying away from y'all. If you like to use and abuse people, I'm setting a firm boundary, and that means stay away from you. The first time you show me that you don't care about my kindness, or you take my kindness and try to use it as a weakness, or you try to take advantage of it,
Hmm.
I am staying far away from you. And I'm gonna let Regina share an experience because if I share mine, I might make a lot of people mad.
Well, as far as users and abusers,
Hmm.
um, ironically, I have dealt with several people who I felt um, were users, whether they used, how can I say it, our friendship as a way of going places, meeting people, or doing things. One of the females said, "I like hanging around with you because you know everybody." Um, and then the other thing that I experienced is that I had a real bad habit of going places and paying for everything. When I hang with friends, um, and I invite you somewhere, I'm so hey, to to make sure everybody's comfortable, I'm paying for something. And I think word got on the street that hey, hang with you, and she's gonna pay for everything. And again, I dealt with quite a few people using me a few years back. So I'm like, I had to try to change the way I do things because I'm a giver all day long. I'll give you the shirt off my back. You can come in my closet, and several times I've done that. Go in the closet, find you something to wear.
I ain't been in the closet yet, y'all. I'm just saying.
Well, honey, you can come in this closet because I got to take some of these clothes out of here because it's bad. But I'm this type of person. I give you the world, but it's never reciprocated. You had some people
Never.
who just come. Well, I won't say never. Let me take that back.
Okay.
It is how can I say it's not yeah it's very few times it has been reciprocated. Um, so I have to be careful, and have to let people pull their own weight.
Yeah.
And you hang
Um,
with those who, you know, want to be around you, not just for what you have or who they can be around, or um, they have to want to be around you.
and you can tell these people, you can set yourself apart from these people. I kind of like, well, actually, my little saying now is like there's two different type of people in the world: people who are looking to be of service, or people who are looking to be served. They talked about in
Hmm.
church on Sunday about how we should all be
Hmm.
servants. Um, but I'm a firm believer of taking care of people who take care of you. You know what I mean? I'm also a server, and I like to do for people. And I definitely, if you
Hmm.
can show me a glimpse of kindness, I can't wait to reciprocate. Like I look forward to reciprocating. Like my friend who invited us to dinner, I'm already thinking how I can pay it back to him or pay it forward, like that type of thing. I'm always
Hmm.
about that. So it's really a tough one today, thinking about people who take your kindness for weakness or take advantage of your kindness because there's so many of those people out there. And it makes me so
Hmm.
frustrated because it is so hurtful that you thinking of these people as friends and they really just using you and abusing you. Like I'm just so annoyed
Hmm.
by it. Like we went to
Yeah.
dinner and I'm going to talk about it. We went to dinner today. My friend invited us to dinner and me and my mom, and he said, I got y'all a meal. My mom like, okay. And I'm like, okay. I ordered a kids meal. My mom ordered some fish or whatever. So my mom like ordered on top of her meal, she ordered some more food, but she said she was gonna pay for her own food. Long story short, she didn't. So I had to call her back and tell her, hey, you didn't pay for your grilled cheese. Mom, I'm sorry if I make you feel bad. I still love you. I promise I do. But I really got frustrated. And I'm just sharing the story because it hurt me. Like it frustrated me so much where I was gonna just pay for it and let it slide. But I'm like, no, forget that. I'm not letting it slide. So I called her and said, hey, you need to come back and you need to pay for this food. And I love you, mom, but it was wrong. And I said that to say this, y'all need to call people out and let them know you're not getting ready to keep doing this to me. Like if you out there and because you know which friends are looking to be served and they just take. You need to let them
Mm-hmm.
know. You need to set some firm, healthy boundaries or at the end of the day, distance yourself from these people because it's not right. And it's not fair that you are the giver in the group and they just taking. I don't care who they are or how long you've been knowing them or what they done for you
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago. People still be cashing in on what they did for you 20 years ago. I need y'all to
Mm-hmm.
if they ain't doing it right now, stop it. If they're not reciprocating the same love and energy you giving them, you need to move around. And that is the healthy
Mm-hmm.
boundary that I will set. And I would suggest you, Regina, set the same healthy boundary for yourself because it makes kind people reevaluate themselves and be like, well, maybe I shouldn't be so nice. Like I have to think
Mm-hmm.
used to always like just pick up a tab or be nice and do stuff for people. Now I'm doing stuff for people who are kind to me and are doing stuff for me. And it's like those other people.
Mm-hmm.
Those I also wanted to share that I had a friend similar to what you said earlier. Whenever I would hang around her, I would invite her or she would come. She would always had something negative to say about me specifically. And I would just look at her and be like, where'd that come from? That was just like odd. But I need to tell y'all friends, y'all need to pay attention to your circle of friends. If you have a
Mm.
friend, whenever y'all come around, she says something negative about you or she's making some sly comment trying to play it off like she joking, that's
It's
her
not
real
a joke.
feelings about you. Those are her real feelings about you. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying attention a lot more than I used to because I would laugh it off. Ha, ha, ha. It's not funny. Like you ain't did none of this woman and or man, and they are making these
Mm-hmm.
negative comments about you. You need to pay attention. This is not your friend. I don't know what she is, but it's a lot of snakes in the grass, and that might be one of them. So just pay attention to
Mm-hmm.
what Anthony talking about. Anthony said he agree setting boundaries. Also, kindness does not mean you need to be a doormat for anybody.
Mm. That's
Because you can
true.
give it to yourself, but you can give it to where it's warranted or reciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
Bestie says, I'm gonna pay attention more and more. As you should, Queen. As you should. I could tell you this, like over the last couple of years, I have really dealt with a good group of black women. I appreciate y'all. I ain't had no arguments, no fuss, no fights within our little circle of friends that we hang out with. I do know there's a couple of fake ones. And I only
Mm-hmm.
say that because when they're in my face, hey girl, hug me, kiss me. We need to hang out. We need to do this. And then I see them on Facebook hanging out and doing this, and I don't get no invitation. And that's not a slug at you, Regina. That's not a slug. Because you know we've been talking offline and trying to get together to get this bango thing going. Our time is lined up. But I'm talking about another couple of people that I've been hanging around and knowing for years that be like, so excited when they see me and talking about how we need to get together and it just never happened and it's like okay so this is not a real genuine hug or want to get together because it's been years and we still ain't hung out not one time okay girl but it's okay it is okay I want y'all to know if you listening today girlfriend no I'm not gonna say that if you listening today just know that it's okay just know that I know you fake and I'ma still love you and respect you, and that's the key, right? Because when you realize somebody don't really deal with you, you still be kind, you still be nice, you still bring on your beautiful smile, and your good energy, and you don't let it phase you. Now, I'm gonna tell you this: at that party the other night, I did like feel a little weird around a couple of people because I had words with a couple of those people. And if anybody know me, they know I don't do drama. I'm not fighting. No,
Mhm.
I'll turn the other cheek and walk away. And don't care if you call me scary. I really don't care. I didn't get my face chewed off. I didn't get my hair pulled. I ain't got no scratches. I'm not hurting. I'm not from fighting. I walked away whole and healthy. So I don't care. Call me scary. I'm turning the other cheek. One thing I don't want to do is fight another person that looks like me. Now you put somebody in front of me that don't look like me, I might fight. I don't. Nah, I'm not fighting it either. If I could turn the other cheek, friend, I'm saying that to say I just would turn the other cheek because I'm not really a.
Yeah.
I did that when I was younger, but there are women out here who are going to try you, and I promise you, it ain't worth it. Going to jail ain't worth
Mhm.
it. Losing your hair ain't worth it. Getting your face damaged, it's just not worth it because somebody said something to you that you didn't like. It's going to happen
Mhm.
again and again and again. I got to tell my goddaughter, she want to fight because somebody called her out her name. You're going to be fighting a whole lot of people if you fighting because somebody said something negative about you. They're going to say it regardless
Mhm.
if you're doing good, if you're doing bad,
People are gonna talk.
going to talk about you.
That is
No,
true.
if you don't like somebody, guess what? You ain't got to be around them.
Mhm.
Get away from them. Get out of their space. Don't talk to them.
Mhm.
But to be
That
around
part.
them, consciously make a choice to be around people you don't like, something wrong with you. You need to
Mhm.
evaluate your life because you can't pay me to be around some people that have bad energy that I don't like. So, say for
Mhm.
example, the example I use in that party, if I'd have went in there and been my friendly self, offered to take a shot, and they just like, "No, be good," threw up their nose, I would have politely turned around and walked my ass up out of there and would not enter that room again. But they were receiving. So I think,
Mhm.
um, like you said, if you choose, ladies, to force kindness or forcing somebody to speak, if they are still choosing to be negative Nancy, you let them be
Mhm.
and you move around. I
That
don't kind of agree with the force, but I get it. If it's in that sense of you in an environment where you want to have a good time, you're trying to have a good time. So in that case, I get it. But if they still turn their nose up at you,
Mhm.
around, about face, and get the hell up out of there.
Mhm. Because
Hell,
there's a reason. There's
yeah.
a reason when they do it.
Some people are really miserable in their own skin. And instead of doing something different about it, they out here taking it out on other folks. That's what
Mhm. You know, the one thing I don't know that I find that females do.
I.
Um, I dealt with a situation where me and a female had words, and the friend that I was good friends with stopped talking to me because her bestie, it was her bestie that I had words with. Her
Mhm.
bestie was mad at me. So, and it's hurtful because we were friends for years. Me and the other girl, there was no issue, but because her bestie, now you talking about a good bestie, she's a damn good bestie because she she ain't talked to me since because me and her friend had words. And you know what the words were? We
What?
had went out of town, and there was several events that we were supposed to attend when we went out of town. Unfortunately, because they were having such a good time, we were late to everything. I don't
Oh.
do late when I pay my money for, different things. We ain't finna do late. We finna enjoy all this. Well, I commented, hey, we don't need to be late to anything else. I paid too much money. So the next event, they were doing what they normally do. I went on to meet the rest of the party. Well, when they finally got on the other side, they did not speak to me no more because I went on ahead because I didn't want to be late to an event. And I just recently found out that when they were asked what happened to our friendship, a lie came out. They told them I disappeared. Had a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend and left them, and they didn't hear from me no more.
So were you all
So
mutual friends?
We were all mutual friends, friends for years. But we
Mm,
fell out because I didn't want to be late to events when we didn't spend almost almost $1,000 for a trip.
uh, uh, uh.
I couldn't
So,
believe it, but this is what you deal with.
so women, like, I swear it's like we look for reasons not to like each other. Cause
Hmm.
I literally, that's all I got from what you just said. It's like they looked
Yep.
for a reason to kick you out of the circle. Like, I don't
Hmm.
understand this hatred we have for one another, because something as simple as a conversation can squash a lot of the beefs. But women decide to be like catty and not say nothing about it, let time linger on, and come up with these other
Hmm.
lies and reasons and excuses where they don't want to be dealing with you. When really you can have a conversation and, hey, because I don't like being late either, but sometimes I'm late. But I don't like being late either, so I actually absolutely understand that, especially if you're spending your money. But that's a conversation. So why can't we just, okay, if you don't like being late and we're running behind and you have your own transportation, all right, we'll meet you when we get there.
Hmm.
Why the whole lie? Oh, she must have a man. She must be waiting on a boyfriend, or she just
And
left us.
that was new to me. I just recently learned that. I was like, y'all gotta stop. Why am I people giving me a man? Every time you turn around somebody and put me in a man's face. That's
I
crazy.
swear with women, this whole competition thing that's going on, it usually involves a
I
man.
mean, hmm.
Every single, I'm telling you, I was, oh child, I'm telling you, one time I was told that I was screwing all the men. That's why the women
Hmm.
didn't like me. I said,
Hmm.
who in my bedroom? I ain't screwing, and I wasn't messing with none of them. Not one of them could say
Hmm.
they was dealing with me. But it came back to me that they said I was screwing all of them, and this is why nobody likes me. Well, first of all, I didn't know
Yep.
nobody liked me because everybody greets me with a hug and a "Hey, girl." So I didn't know nobody liked me because I'm not hugging and touching on nobody I don't like. And
Hmm.
it's just like how we sit around each other and be so fake. How do women do that? I don't know how to do that. Like they
Hmm.
sit around, we laugh, we joke, we dance, we whatever, and we don't like each other. We can't even talk to each other. We can't have a conversation with each other. It's like as soon as you have a disagreement, we can't even come together and talk about the disagreement. Now all of a sudden, boop, we separated. I don't ever want to say nothing to you ever again in
Hmm.
life. But yet you say we were friends.
Hmm.
It don't make sense.
Yep. And then they run off
How do
and
we fix that?
tell the deepest your information that shouldn't be out there about you, whatever your deepest secrets you share with them. I'm like, why do
Y'all
y'all
need to
do
stop
each other
doing
like
that.
that?
Stop doing.
No.
I didn't fell out with so many people. I didn't fell out with one friend in particular because she went behind my back and started dealing with a dude that I was talking to, and
Mm.
him and I didn't work out. And she asked me, and I'm gonna always tell, if you even fix your mouth to ask me if I care if you deal with somebody I dealt with, I already know you dealing with them. It is what
Hmm.
it is. If you asking me, you already got your mind set on it. And you gonna have my blessings. If we ain't got no kids together, I don't care. If we weren't never married, I don't care. But at the end of the day, the fact that you even asking me and that you want to do it and you considering and doing it, there's no girl code there. So I was like, I don't really care. Boom. She
I
started
was
dealing
going to
with
say girl code. What happened to the girl code there? Oh God.
it. Does not exist when it comes to a man a woman wants. It don't exist. I wish it did. I really do. And I think a lot of women with that's dealing with like insecurities and stuff like that, and they think, oh, this great guy loves me or likes me. And I have a whole friend who thinks that because a man want to sleep with her, he likes her. And I have to tell her,
Hmm.
no, he just want what he want. Doesn't mean he want to get with you. He want to marry you, and you'd already be married and settled down. You've been screwing him for how long now?
Hmm.
She thinks every man that tries to talk to her likes her, like genuinely interested in her. No, he's interested in what you probably willing to give, and that's it.
Hmm.
And that has been my experience with a lot of the women that even like some of the most beautiful women have like the biggest insecurities in this world, and it's beyond me. I'd be
Mhm.
like, you are so freaking gorgeous. But if they don't look in the mirror and see that, you could tell a woman she gorgeous all day long. If inside of her she thinks she ugly, she's ugly. So
Yeah,
I think that women just really need to like search inside, find a purpose, live in a purpose, stop focusing so
there
much
you
on
go.
a man and what and trying to get one.
Mhm.
Because that's been embedded in us since a little girl. Get you a man,
Mhm.
have him take care of you, have his kids, blah. That is not reality, women. It's not.
Mm-mm.
Find your purpose in
Mhm.
God, your purpose on earth, your purpose in life, and focus on that. And the man, and I'm inclined to believe the right one may come, but
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of toads in the middle before he get there.
that's true.
You
The
gotta
right one will
filter, you
come.
gotta filter through the toes before you actually get your prince. But I promise you, if you
Mhm.
focus on yourself and the happiness and joy within yourself first, making yourself feel good and confident about yourself, the right
Mhm.
people will come to you. Because men can sniff out an insecure woman. They can sniff
That
it out.
part.
They have a gift
Mhm.
of sniffing out if he in your face and you talking about you don't like this about yourself and you don't like that about yourself, or you hating on another woman, like the friend was hating on you, he already know
Mhm.
he can get her at the end of the
Yep.
day. Y'all women,
And he's
even
going
if
to
you're
use
not
that to devise you. Yep.
Yep. Even if you're not confident, you need to come out with confidence and display confidence. I don't care what a man tell you, you ain't this and you ain't that. I could care less. So I would just say this. I could care less what a person says about me. And I haven't always been that way. So I understand it's a
Mhm.
process. So I'm just trying to encourage other women that you can get to a
Mhm.
place where you are completely confident in yourself and your ability to get whatever it is you desire. Not sure why the goal is a man
Mhm.
these days, but I need y'all to see that your purpose is bigger than anything else in your life. Your purpose, your children, your livelihood, your mental health is more important than
Mhm.
any other physical person that you may encounter. I just want you to know that. Bessie
Mhm.
says she calling the police because she don't look good in the shade of orange. I wish it was a girl code. I'm telling you, man, we need to get a girl code. Friend, what would be some of the things that would go along with our girl code? And then we're going to get up out of here because it's been over an hour. And I do appreciate, I swear, I really just wanted to talk to somebody, exchange some dialogues, share some stories. And Regina was kind enough to come on live with me to do that. And I really appreciate you, friend. I do. I appreciate it more than you ever know. I swear. The
Well,
first day I met
thank
you, I love your spirit. And every time I see you, I be so excited that I know a dude be like, damn, calm your ass down. But it's your energy. And you're not the only person that I do that to. But the people that I do it to, they know that it's the energy because it matches my energy. And
yeah,
because it
I
matches
love
my
your
energy,
energy as
I'm excited.
well.
I get excited and I don't like to hold my excitement in. I like to share my excitement. Like, and when I come in the room sometimes, I'm already excited. I know some women be like, who is this person? Yeah, what? And I'm telling you, y'all, if y'all just get to know me a little bit, y'all will understand why I'm excited. I love me. I love
Yeah.
me. I love my people. I love women. I love men. I love God's people. I love positive energy. I love smiling. I love having a good time. Even though I think alcohol is killing us and poisoning us and having us act out of character, I like to drink sometimes, but I'm telling you, I don't like that person that is drunk. I don't like drunk Cree. Drunk Cree is off the chain. You think I'm high energy when I'm sober? Ooh, child, it can be drunk Cree. Okay, and I'm gonna say this.
Uh,
I'm gonna apologize in advance if y'all ever met Drunk Cree and I ever said or did anything that I had no business to. Personally to you, Regina, I apologize. If Drunk Cree ever said or did anything. And to the world, I apologize. So right now we're gonna talk about some things shall be a part of girl code, and I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say instead of hating or thinking of negativity against your fellow sister, how about you get to know her first? All right. And
mhm.
then you judge her based off of your experience of her. Don't
Mhm.
judge her based off of what somebody else said, what you heard about her, how she looked, who she dating.
Mm.
Get to know her. I mean, of course, if you're interested, or you're gonna be around her in her space, get to know her
Mhm.
first, and then make a judgment call. I think that should be in the list of girl code. Give me
No,
one.
that should be the girl code.
That
Because
should be
when
the
every
girl code.
yes,
That's
because at the end
one
of
of
the day,
them.
you
It's
get to
so
know
many other
her.
things. It should be so
Yes.
many other things. And there should be so many. Let's give them at least five. Let's get five.
Okay.
All right. So the
Boom.
first one is get to know them. Don't judge them just based off of their lifestyle, their man, their clothes, their face, their hair, what they talk like. Get to know them before you make a judgment call. You give us one.
Mhm. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Um, Tell them you love them. Be okay with complimenting them. Girl code. You know, be okay with complimenting each other.
Girl code. Number two, be okay with complimenting one another and be okay receiving compliments. Don't think somebody
Yep.
trying to be funny or hate on you because you don't think you beautiful. I can promise you, if it's me, I see something beautiful. If I tell you, if I compliment you, it's because I
Mhm.
genuinely believe it to be true. And even if you don't see it about yourself, it's still there because we were all uniquely made. So number two is don't be afraid to compliment your fellow sister, and this is a part of our girl code. You ain't got to be a part of it, but we're giving it to you anyway. Just try it, ladies. I promise you, if you listen, I promise you, you can't go wrong with the positive girl codes. Okay. Number three, if he's in a relationship or married or have a woman claiming him and you know he mess around with her, stay the hell away from him. If you looking for
That
something,
part.
if you're looking for something serious, you want to be married, you want to be wifed up, stay away from taking men. You will not get
Hmm.
blessed. I'm not God, but I know this. You will not get blessed with your own man if you
Mm-mm.
mess with somebody else's man.
Same way
Period.
you got them, the
It
same way you
doesn't
gonna
work
leave
like
your
that.
ass. Hmm.
Exactly. Same way you got him, same way you lose him. So if he's married, messing with somebody, you know he messing around with somebody. If he's not completely single, period,
Hmm.
don't even mess with him. That's number three. Come on, Regina.
Hmm.
Give us a number
Oh,
four.
you would. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You would leave me the hard one. Okay.
Come on, you got it,
Girl
sister.
code.
You got it.
Oh, business. Stop sharing each other's
That's
business.
a good one. That is a good
Business.
one.
That stays between you and that other female. The other females ain't gotta
Absolutely.
know. Your man ain't gotta know. You know, hey, one person you should be telling, sharing it with is God. You that
Mm.
female and God. So stop
D.
it.
Number four. Stop all that goddamn pillow talking.
There you
Us
go.
girls need to have some secrets with just us girls because these men knowing everything and they manipulating it and however they see
Hmm.
fit, they know they puppet master. And then if you speak negative about your friends, I'm guilty of this.
Hmm.
If you are doing something I don't like, I'm inclined to tell you. If you still
Hmm.
choose to do it, I'm inclined to share it with somebody else. But listen to this. But listen to this. I'm gonna tell you first. You gonna get it first. Okay. So that I have to work on, friend. And I'm just being honest. I have to work on keeping some things to myself because there's certain things that rub me the wrong way and I share with people. And obviously I'm on podcasts because I like to talk and run off at the mouth. So and I
Hmm.
share things and then I think about it later, like, God damn it, I probably shouldn't have shared that. I probably should not have. So that's one I have to work on. That's an
Hmm.
interesting one, but it's important because if we don't trust each other, then we're not going to confide in each other, and then we're going to be tackling this world alone. And we all need somebody, a community of us, to come together and help us fight what's already against us. Black women, the bottom of the totem pole,
Hmm.
each other so that we can go ahead and move on up. But we got to trust each other. We got to respect
Hmm.
each other. We have to
Hmm.
love on each other, like you said, compliment each other. We have to acknowledge that we are all flawed. We are all not
Yes.
perfect, but we definitely number five, and we're gonna leave it alone for number five. We're gonna come again another time. Number five, respect. Huge. Keeping each other's
Yes.
secrets is a part of that respect.
Hmm.
working on keeping what people tell me to myself. I am a chatterbox. I like to talk about stuff. I'm working on it being only positive things. So if I'm gonna share it, I'm working on only sharing positive things. So we need to get in a place with that talking about people and watching what we say and making sure that we're not sharing negative stuff. Like we have to share
Mhm.
positive things as well. Because I can tell you this: if I don't care for a person, I don't like them. Um, if somebody asks me, I'm probably gonna share. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna tell why I don't like them. But that's also spreading negativity. Now, say this person worked on themselves and they're no longer like that. And here I am sharing negativity. That makes the other woman look bad. And she may have been over it, forgave herself, but never said nothing to me. And a lot of times we have to do that. We have to forgive ourselves and move on. We don't have to ever talk to the other person again. But
Mhm.
sharing that negative stuff is keeping it alive. When we share it, we keeping it alive. So, friend, I am working on that one. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and apologize. If I ever heard or shared your business and they said it came from me, well, you didn't tell me. But if you tell me, I'm gonna tell you, yes, I said it, because I really don't have no secrets. I tell you I said it, and I'll be the first to apologize if I hurt your feelings or if I said something I probably should not have. So I'll go ahead and say it. I'm one of those people. I think we need to get to a place where we can have conversations as women without it blowing up, fighting, just like
Mhm.
hate. The hate is like so huge in this world. We need to come
Yeah.
to a place where we can sit down, talk about it, and come to a common agreement. We don't even have to be friends no more. But let's be
Mhm.
cordial with each other and love on one another. And we're gonna be done. Y'all follow them 5 codes. I promise you. Ooh, y'all come back and tell me if it don't work for you. But I promise you, positive energy is going to project more positive energy.
Positive
Just like
energy.
negative energy is going to give more. If you come to something already negative, you're going to get a defensive negative energy back.
Mhm.
Try coming to some woman or somebody or your friend or whatever with a smile and a positive energy. They'll be more inclined to hear you out. They'll receive you, and you might be fixing something. And a lot of times, these friendships get broken over. What was a minor thing you said? Just not having a conversation. So, women, listen up to me. Listen up to Regina. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep coming because I want us to be better. I want us to do better. If I can help one person in the world, I'm happy. One. And it's a lot of us. And I've been dealing with women for 48 years. And I'm telling you, the little small petty stuff that stop us from dealing with each other is ridiculous. We need to have a girl code. We need to stick together. We are
Yeah.
all we have. We are at the bottom. The bottom.
Yeah.
Do you hit the bottom? So, with that being said, I love y'all. 3, 2, 1, boom. Wait, let me see if Regina want to say anything before we get out of here. Go ahead, Regina. You got anything?
Oh, thank you, Cree, for bringing me on and allow me to share my experiences and thoughts with everyone. Everyone, thank you for your time and go out there and do better. Just make, hey, love on yourself, love on others. Just do what Jesus would do. Have a
What would
wonderful and
Jesus
blessed
do?
evening.
What would you, what would Cree and Regina do? Too. I mean, you can get a lot from a person with lots of knowledge. So not only do I talk this way, you've experienced me. This is who I am. Not only are you speaking this way, I've seen you. This is how you are. So be yourself
Yes.
and let the rest just simmer. Like, don't try to be somebody else. Like, but those are more girl codes. But we'll talk about another time. Thank you again, Regina, for tuning in. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. This has been another fun episode of 3, 2, 1, boom. Away
Have
from,
a good night.
and I'll see y'all next time. All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.